Today's ceremony is for J.D. Morgan. Here's the Patriot Guard escorting.
What?
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm Captain Hughes, United States Navy, retired. I serve as chaplain for the United Veterans Council Funeral Honors Team, a team made up of volunteers, all veterans of the various branches of the armed forces of the United States of America. President John F. Kennedy once said, "A nation reveals itself not only by the men it produces, but also by the men it honors, the men it remembers." Today, we are here to honor such a one. We veterans are here to honor him because he too was a veteran. Why should we honor veterans? I believe there are at least two reasons. First, for the future of our military, we need to remember those who have served in the past. As George Washington, our first commander-in-chief, said, "The willingness with which our young people are likely to serve in any war, no matter how justified, shall be directly proportional as to how they perceive the veterans of earlier wars were treated and appreciated by their nation." Amen. And second is the realization that because of the great sacrifices made by so many men and women who have served in the armed forces in the past, we are able to live in a time and a place where freedom is taken for granted. The great King Solomon of long ago wrote the following insight: "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die. And now the time has come to pay honor to a fallen veteran, a fellow veteran, to remember him because he too deserves to be remembered and honored for the service that he rendered to this nation in the cause of freedom. We honor him as a brother in arms. It was William Shakespeare who first penned in King Henry V, "We shall be remembered, we few, we happy few, we band of brothers." All too often, it seems, we're called upon to say a sad farewell to a fallen comrade. As the years roll on, we too will have finished our flight and shall answer that final roll call. Until then, may we so live that when our time comes, those we leave behind may say of us, as we say now, this departed comrade, "He was an honorable man." a staunch patriot, a faithful defender of freedom. And let us who remain remember that freedom is never free. All veterans gave some, and some gave all, to ensure the freedom we cherish. President Ronald Reagan once said, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction." We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. The Military Funeral Honor Team will now render the traditional military salute to a fallen comrade, consisting of the firing of 3 rifle volleys, followed by the playing of taps. During the playing of taps, and when it begins, please stand and place your right hand over your heart. Military veterans may render the hand salute that's appropriate on occasions like this. After the playing of taps, the flag will be folded and presented by 2 members of the California Honor Guard. Let me caution you that even though we're inside and the rifles are outside, they are old and they're very loud, especially when fired in unison. So be prepared for a very loud report. Fire!
Safety's off. Ready. Aim. Fire. Ready. Aim. Fire. Ready. Aim. Fire. Freeze in. Ha!
this will be the final resting place for Jim D. Morgan. Thank you for your service.